This is work energy theorem. So what is work energy theorem? Work energy theorem states that whenever there is motion, work is to be done, and that work done is equals to change in kinetic energy, that is W is equals to delta K. This is work done is equals to change in kinetic energy. Delta K here means final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. This is work energy theorem. Whenever you are, say for example, you are running a bicycle, you start from rest after covering some displacement, or you are starting from some velocity and after covering some displacement you are gaining some velocity, then the work done is equals to change in kinetic energy. Final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy is equals to work done. So here again, for small displacement ds, let the work done be dw. So here again dw is equals to f into ds cos 0 if you are moving in the same direction. So dw is equals to f ds. F is equals to mass into acceleration into ds, mass into dv by dt into ds. So this dw is equals to m ds by dt, just like kinetic energy. Now this ds by dt, v is equals to ds by dt, rate of change of displacement, implies that dw is equals to m v dv. Now you can see that for small work done, small velocity change, small work done is there. Now for total work done you need to integrate. For total work done, integrating with limits. See here, when u is initial velocity is u, work done is 0. When velocity becomes v, this is u, then work done becomes w. Now I have to apply this limit on integrating. Say here dw is equals to m is constant, v into dv. Now here you can see, if the velocity is u, work done is 0. If velocity is v, work done will be w. Now integrating this, so dw, integration of dw is w with limits lower to upper m. v dv integration is v has power 1, v square by 2, u to v. Now see here, w minus 0 is equals to m, upper limit v square by 2, lower limit u square by 2, and in between you will place a minus sign. So w is equals to half mv square minus half mu square. What is half mv square? That is final kinetic energy. What is half mu square? That is initial kinetic energy. So you are getting work done is equals to change in kinetic energy. This is the expression for work energy theorem. So this is how you will derive work energy theorem. I am using the concept of integration with limits, that is definite integration. Now, you all know this relation, you have read in class 10th, relation between momentum and kinetic energy. Momentum and kinetic energy. So here you all know that momentum is given by mass into velocity, and kinetic energy K is equals to half mv square. Because velocity is variable, so we will keep the relation in terms of mass and kinetic energy. So here you can see V is equals to P by M. Put this value in the expression of kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, that is K, equals to half m P square by M square. In place of V, I have put the value P by M. Now this is cancel out. So K is equals to P square by 2M, which means that P square is equals to 2mk, where K is kinetic energy. So P is equals to under root 2mk. This is the relation between momentum and kinetic energy. Linear momentum and kinetic energy you have already read in class 10th. You will get some questions regarding keeping the momentum constant. If mass increases by this, what is the increase in percentage increase in kinetic energy? Keeping the mass same, if the momentum increases by x, what is the percentage increase in kinetic energy? This type of questions you may be asked in your examination. So this is derivation part of kinetic energy. Now we will move to potential energy part.